Hi everyone and welcome back to Furi on Furier difficulty S rank 1. This is the second boss fight. It's called the Strap, and for this boss fight we're going to need 9 minutes in time. That's the maximum amount that you can use for this boss fight. 0 KOs as always. You cannot KO not even once, as I explained before. You cannot KO once in like every single boss. So this is a constant throughout practice mode. It's not the same on story, and I'm going to talk about story in a second. And for the last, you can only take 30 hits. If you take 31, it's an A. So 30 hits. Now let's talk about story mode, because I want to talk about this. It's really different. Story mode only ranks you at the end, when you defeat either the final boss or you decide you choose, well I don't want to spoil it. I kinda did already. I might edit it, but you have 2 endings, so each ending has different times, and I'm going to read them to you. But especially I'm just going to read you the S ranking, right? Because I think there is a trophy for S rank in the campaign, and you might want to know this. Even though if you want to have the images where you have all the data like carefully explained, I have it on my first video. That is the chain. The first video of this walkthrough has the links to both all the rankings in campaign and like practice mode. Which practice mode is a lot tougher because each boss fight is ranked differently with different stats and stuff. So let's explain the story mode. The first ending, let's just say what the first ending is, guys. Spoilers ahead, right? I mean, you have a choice at the end of the game. It's either choice A. Let's see if I cannot spoil this. It's either choice A or choice B. Yeah, let's say this. Choice A, you are not gonna fight any boss fight. Choice B, you're gonna fight a final boss fight. So we're gonna talk about choice A. So for Furier difficulty S rank, the first ending, which you don't have to fight the final boss, you need 3 hours tops for the campaign. 3 hours, guys. 30 chaos in total. 30 chaos in total, and 600 hits taken in total. If you go above that, guys, you're going to get the A rank. And for the second ending, in which you're going to be if you're going to have to fight the last boss fight in Furier difficulty, you need 3 hours and 30 minutes. And notice that it's not actually a lot different right now, right? It was 3 hours on the first ending and 3 hours and 30 minutes on the second ending. It just gives you a little more leeway, not that much though. Well, it's just one boss fight more, but believe me, it's not that much leeway, because I'm just going to talk about the boss fight when I get to the boss fight, right, in the walkthrough. But yes, 3 hours 30 minutes, 40 chaos, only 40 chaos is 10 more from the first ending, and 650 hits taken. Now this is where it shines the most, because Furier is a lot tougher than Furi, of course, and if you can only take 650, it's a difference of 50 hits from the Furier on the first ending. So and there is a lot of difference for other rankings as well. Even as I said that, even as I gave you all the data just now, it's not that hard to S rank the story, guys. It's not, because 3 hours and 30 minutes is a lot of ground to cover, and even if you gotta know the boss fights at that point, right? You gotta know what you're doing. But even if you take like more than 200 hits, it's 650 hits taken. So the most important thing is that you cannot KO more than 40 times in Furier on the second ending, right? On the ending with the final boss. 40 KOs, right? 10 more than in the first ending. So maybe that's more important than hits taken or time, because you're gonna be comfortable with time. I think the campaign on Furier is a lot easier than trying to take all these bosses in practice mode, with each of them having different S ranking scores. So there we go. As you can see, my strat for this boss fight is to use the panels on the ground, because the panels from the first phase of this boss fight to the final phase, well, not yet, now we are on the final phase, but previous to the final phase, the panels on the ground are going to respawn, are going to reappear, and you can use them a second time, so that's gonna help you with the time a lot. So now I'm gonna get hit, and I'm going to almost ruin this boss fight, but you can see the strategy that I'm doing here. Just trying to use the dodge, and dodge to the little hole, even though I fuck it up a little. And then it's really important in this last phase to not get hit too much, because you have to actually, after this crazy last phase of this boss, and this one, I mean, that huge laser does a lot of damage. So after this you're going to have to dodge several close quarter attacks from the strap, so you have to actually try to get a good last phase. See, I only got hit once with the laser. It took like almost 2 total squares, or was it 2 or 3 squares? I think it was 2 squares, 2 full squares. So yeah, you just have to endure this, which is not that hard, but the last moment she's going to do a wave, a huge wave. So you just do that and she's done, guys. So I'll see you in the next boss fight. Thank you for watching and take care.